Welcome back, everybody.
Hey
That's
guys.
Sam. I'm Phil. And we're doing Patsy Cline, I Fall to Pieces today.
Yeah, it's been a while since we did Patsy Cline on the channel.
It has been. We got introduced to her early in the channel, long time ago. Haven't come back to her since, and that might be blasphemous in some of your guys' eyes. So we were long overdue. And oddly enough, we had just reacted. We're doing a couple of videos today, and we had just reacted to John Denver, and we're obviously reminded that he passed away in a plane crash, so unfortunately, and then we're looking into Patsy Cline here, and obviously she died in a plane crash as well. At how old?
30. So sad.
And then what are the chances of us doing two artists back to back that both die in a plane
We were like,
crash?
what? Like, why is this the theme today?
Yeah. So anyways, we're revisiting the career that was cut way too short from Patsy Cline, but apparently she really left an impact.
Yeah, and this song went to #1 on the country charts, and it went to #12 on the Billboard Hot 100, and it was also inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame.
Yeah. So a lot of, artists apparently, look at Patsy Cline as somebody who is really technically proficient. And
we were also reading that she was kind of like one of the first females in a really male-dominated space in the kind of that country genre at the time.
Yeah. So she, 30 years old, was just seemingly breaking through. This was her first #1 hit on the country charts, which then she passed away. I think it was like 2 years later.
Yeah,
right?
because this is from 1961.
So really unfortunate that, she was just kind of breaking into her path and didn't get to live it out. But we're going to relive some of what she did craft on this video here. If you have any other recommendations for Patsy, drop it down low in the comments section. We really do appreciate your insights. Anything else you want to add, Samantha?
Now I'm ready to get into it.
Let's go. Well, I can certainly see why so many people studied her in terms of her vocal capability and delivery, because it's almost impeccable. I mean, it's so perfect the way she just delivers with emotion, but is restrained at the same time.
Yeah.
Impassioned and restrained.
Yes.
And very, very unique, and the almost like the quiver in her voice as she's telling this story about, being emotionally distraught about this person she's apparently was in a relationship with or something, and then they moved on and she's not really there yet.
She's not over it yet. Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I feel like it's very crisp and polished and sounds really clear, but you can still feel the emotion through the delivery of her vocal, especially with the way that she uses the inflections and how she holds the notes.
Yep.
Which I feel like is unique, because a lot of the time when you get like more of that emotional delivery, it is a little bit more raw, right? Whereas this kind of is the best of both worlds.
Well, it also makes it more of a pop song, right? More that you can listen and put it on the radio,
like
and that's why we know
friendly.
this was commercially successful.
Yep.
So it really makes sense to me from that standpoint.
Yeah.
But not to overlook is these backing vocals that are so good. So great. They just add so much depth to this song on, obviously it's the male side as well. They got the male backing vocals and the female lead. So it really adds this depth and, two ends of the spectrum and diversity of the sound. And I love the frequency usage from that, right? I have a mixing background. So when I hear that, it adds a lot of space in a song, and I feel like it really makes it stand out a lot more.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far.
Fall to
Fire, Patsy, fire.
You enjoyed that one, Sam?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I think this could easily be like a heartbreak anthem, right? I think a lot of people could probably relate to this. Probably even harder in today's society. It's like, that old adage of like, you think you're starting to make progress, but then you're reminded of that person and you kind of fall to pieces again and start back at square one. And, these days it's like you come across their social media page and you're like, oh man, what are they doing? Right.
Yeah. So that's why everybody blocks everybody. So they don't have to see it anymore.
So I feel like, probably there's a lot of people out there that can relate to Patsy's heartbreak in this song.
Yeah. And for me, coming back to the music side of things, I really am just in awe at the restoration that they have with this song. I mean, we look at, how old it is, 65 years old, and it sounds so crisp.
Yeah,
it's
does.
unbelievable
Really
how good
good
this sounds. I mean, of course, Patsy is amazing, but like they brought that back to life. They allowed her to live on 65 years later by, having this, mastering done really, really well. The mix sounds great. Sounds like it was recorded like 2 days ago. And I just love to be able to appreciate these amazing artists as we go back, and some of the technology that we have today allows us to keep reliving these great memories that these amazing artists have left for us. And obviously Patsy Cline is one of those artists that is really renowned in history, in the Grammy Hall of Fame, and we get to experience it in its fullness today, and I just love that.
Yeah, something it kind of reminds me of, like, not the sound, obviously, especially because of the gender, but she almost reminds me of like a female Tom Jones to some extent, because she has this like polished professional sound that sounds so classic, but it also has so much power and it has so much emotional weight with it.
Yeah.
So not like those just being the similarities, but that's kind of the vibe that it gives me.
Yeah, completely different genres,
Exactly.
of course. But I think this is also highlights that country music was very, very different sounding at this time.
For sure.
Right. It still had some of the elements there, the storytelling, great lyricism, the slide guitar, and that's kind of stayed true. But this was, we experienced a little bit of that, I think, with Dolly Parton as well, like the emotional resonance that's been a part of country music historically.
Yeah.
You start to see that in the later, the previous country music.
It's also just kind of funny, right? Because in today's society, I feel like there's a lot of different country music out there, but a lot of mainstream charting country has gone more country pop.
Yeah, 100%.
And I feel like this is kind of maybe the beginnings of that, because this was more of like the country pop commercially successful kind of sound at that time.
Yeah, well, you guys can add more insights down below, guys, and let us know where we should go next from Patsy Cline, because I sure would like to listen to a few more. Even her outfit here kind of reminds me of my grandmother and what she probably would have been wearing at the time, and even the hairstyle and everything. So I don't know, maybe my mom would like to listen to this one as well. But you guys can give us more recommendations down below. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next video.
Thanks for watching, guys.